And welcome back to our second map of the semifinals of the Mythic Summer Cup. I'm here with Brian, of course. What is going on?
Hey, yo.
We saw Recon 5 go down to third impact. 16-10, I believe, in the quarterfinal. So potentially showing a little bit of weakness. Could be a 2-0. But they slapped third impact in their last meeting on Mirage. So maybe they just have an up and down Mirage. Maybe third impact was having a good day. But either way, of course we do have Recon and Party Knots in this semi-final. And this is Recon 5's map pick, so they're feeling confident on it. I'm interested in seeing a good game here.
Absolutely. It is going to be Party Knots go on to the CT side. And we saw how dominant their CT side was previously on Duke. So it's a completely different map. We'll see how it transfers to Mirage. But we do have a pistol round going around right underway. And it looks like we have armor across the board. Ben Lee with Kit Smoke. But Recon 5, just a Kit Flash or anything. George just getting armor. So maybe a quick play coming out based off the one set of util. They actually do have a P250 onto Wilkie, and he's mid, but Infinite shoving him out right off the bat with Pun alone, and he's going to go down right off the bat. So this B hit's going to be all from the app spot, and it's going to be George leading the way, going out first, but he's going to get caught off from Catwalk by Infinite, and now this push is looking so difficult, but Ben Lee hits a nice little two-piece as DJ cleans it up, and a very, very swift pistol for Party
Ben is looking snappy with that P2000 as he falls back towards the empty pillar. He didn't want to fight too much because he was isolated on that B site, but of course the mid push from Infinite is going to rotate through Cat. Ben stalls for time, and they're able to just shut that down. Fundamentals in a clean round out of Party Astronauts. They're going to go on to their second round here, opting to force into some deagles. And so we just have, Scout, MP9, FAMAS routine out of Party Astronauts. You can always see this going the way of Recon 5 on a buy like this. This is dangerous. Oh, look at that! Oh, I'm so surprised that Pwn alone. I know he did go down. Never mind. We're into the 3-on-4. And yeah, Slight coming out top mid. Gonna take off DJ's head. They've gotten mid control. And they've secured a 3-on-3. They still have bomb. Infinite's made a play into apps, which gives a little bit info for the CTs. Is Ben Lee trying to make sure they don't get crunched in con here. Clearing out mid. In the meantime, bomb is actually going towards B, and I think this is going to be a slaughter for Infinite as he peeks out. Yeah, taking out the higher HP player first. Gets the bomb and puts Desi into a 1-on-3 with just that deagle. Looked a little bit favorable, but the info play from Infinite is going to work out for him. And yeah, Biz with the FAMAS. Long range, that's going to favor him. And here we go, into our third round.
Yep. Recon 5, we're going to have to save here, see what they can do in this round, see if they do the typical Desi gets a deagle, everyone else safe. This time it's actually Wilkie with a deagle, Slight with some util, so maybe a game plan coming out right off the bat for Recon 5 onto this eco. But they ended up throwing it to Saturn because he actually has the mid spawn, so he's probably just going to go for a dry fight, see if he can pick off any of the mid players. But a good flash from Mason to stop that. But a great shot from onto Pwn alone from Saturn. He's going to end that real quickly, but DJ is going to get reflashed in to equalize that man advantage. But Deagle's just going to move over to the next person. So 4-on-4, and already a good match for Recon 5, but getting that one down. Now they're just going to end up fighting it entirely. Wilkie now has Deagle too, see if he can connect anything, but nothing's landing just yet as shots are coming out.
I respect Party Astronauts just keeping up the pressure here, flashing back into mid, taking advantage of the fact that they are the ones with guns. They can just take the long range engagements there all together with some util, and of course they slaughter towards mid, not giving up that mid control, taking the fight right to the tees after losing the opening duel. And so, Slight, probably not even going to get away with a bomb plant here because, yeah, Ben positioned towards the bricks is going to take him out on the jump out of Palace. And so, 3 for Party Astronauts, relatively clean, and we go into our first gun. This is where Recon 5 can show if they do have that game plan going. You know, of course, this is their map pick once again. We'll see if they're able to find those openers. We'll see if Slight can have that op impact that we've seen him have in our previous match. We saw him have some good rounds on Nuke, so coming out with a quick little mid default, pretty standard round.
Oh,
It's actually Ponalone able to get another opener. He's been fantastic this series.
absolutely. Slight is out mid though with this op. And he's looking for any cat re-aggression, but Ben Lee is actually going to catch up Desi trying to walk out of ramp. So 2 kills just a gifted right up the party astronauts. And already Recon 5 in a really weird spot in their first buy round. But Denley pushes up, gets rid of the AK, or gets the AK, re-smoke bottom con out of the CTs. Wilkie's going to be the one pushing up mid. He's probably going to be the one to try to make some sort of play into this round as Slight, just trying to give some Overwatch support. But it's going to be super hard because Party Astronauts really are just playing back right now, not wanting to give up much. As for Desi, who just jiggle peeked the ramp and cleaned that out completely. They're going for this boost position, but Viz is playing all the way back, so he's actually not going to get exposed from this boost. And even then, Viz looks kind of ready for anything that would happen. So this is as 40 seconds crosses on this clock. Recon 5 really have to choose right now whether they want to actually go for this round or not, or if they want to do. But they end up getting boosted in the window, but Viz has been watching that for the better half of a minute, so that's going to go away. DJ is going to get the tag right on the Wilkie, and here comes that mid pressure that you were pointing out they did last round. Just a ton of it this round, as it's all down to DJ to get that kill, and he does. So it's Wilkie all alone, and that's going to be it.
Yeah. Interestingly, Party Astronauts had a read towards B. They had a cat player, they had the site player, and then they had the opera rotate into market to post up on apps. So they were pretty heavily stacked. They were ready for some sort of B play, but of course, rotating back down into under, it didn't come through. There was a weak A site, of course. They had some info towards ramp, but yeah, not working out for Recon 5 this time. And as they go into the Tech 9s, I mean, it's looked pretty rock solid for Party Astronauts, even despite it being Recon 5's map pick. So they come into the Palace here. Pretty classic Halls pop, potentially, on these eco rounds. Trying to get a bomb plant at least. They haven't invested too much into this, but they do have a solid bit of util, so I wonder if they're going to try to go for a CT play. That's 1 kill coming through. Ben trying to go for the hero play. Oh, low HP. Viz could get spammed out here. Absolutely does. That's 2 kills for Desi on the Steegle. And the op isn't going to get much done. It's going to get 1, but traded back, keeping the man advantage. And Ponalone trying to barely get away. Now trapped towards missiles here. Slight's in an awkward spot. He swings out and hits the straight headshot onto Ponalone. Wow, it's the eco win. Recon 5 wins their first round on the Halls pop again. We saw that in our last series. They actually lost to the Halls pop. So those have been pretty successful today. Generally, teams are really ready for those.
Yeah, huge couple of kills out of Slight to really push back that CT, so they're able to squeeze out that bomb plant. And he is going to get put back on this up for free, basically. So, and he looked good in the first rounds of this game, and the big issue is Recon 5, this is the first round. And it's a round that we can't replicate, but Slight can replicate those shots any day of the week, so it's going to be a nice little man advantage going the way of Recon 5 as they pick up not 1 but 2. And Slight is feeling it as he jumps across stairs. Now it's a 5-on-3. He's going through that smoke too. He wants blood, and he doesn't care how he's going to get it as they're already up. But Bomb hasn't yet to go down. Desi catches off Ponalone on Cat, and I can't believe Infinite by himself, but he catches off Saturn. George is just shouting so much, but Infinite is being forced. He is sandwiched to try to take these fights with George coming out on Firebox. That's going to be a nice round out of Recon 5. A round like that is a round where you can definitely keep the momentum flowing. And just like that, off an eco in a round when Peanuts, they are broken. Their economy is gone.
Yeah, that, I like that name actually, the Peanuts, right. Yeah. But that showed, there was a little bit of weakness there out of the Party Astronauts. That opening pick towards ramp just immediately snowballed out of control as the top stairs player just peeked into it to try and trade back, and that let the Palace Lurk kill him. So, Recon 5 was extremely ready to capitalize off of Slight going for that pick. I'm sure that's something they practice all the time, just being ready to explode onto A after he gets an opener, because it's super common for the operator to just open up like that. And so in this round, They're swiftly going to pick up their third as they lurk out A. 1 kill, and they have so much control deep into this jungle here. Not going to matter too much, really, because of the pistols here. And so they're going to pick up Viz and Infinite as well, going to the 5-on-2. Not really much they can do, except for picking up an AK left in spawn? Did they kill a guy there?
I don't know. Maybe it was a misbuy. Could have been because they saved a bunch of guns into that round, so it 100% just could have been a misbuy. But you know what? If you're opponent alone, you take it. You just walk away with that. You did 0 work into this round, 0 kills, but guess what? You're getting away with the free AK.
Yeah, that's that kind of sucks out of Recon 5. Yeah, maybe a miscommon spawn, somebody bought an extra gun, but it is actually going to come to bite them. We'll see if this like plays a part in the next round, because that's definitely getting dropped to somebody. I'd imagine Ponolin buys an op. Oh, they actually don't have enough. Unless Viz wants to have $0. They're not going to have enough for an op in this round.
But the good thing is, because Ponolin saved that and he has the opper, he can just get armor and util this round. And then,
it helps the money for sure.
And then next buy round, actually no, he likes to drop it from Moss to Infinite, so he gets money. So.
Yeah, but Infinite's now the one with more money, so in theory he can drop an op later.
Yeah, he can drop an op later.
Either way, the money balances out somewhere, so they're actually going for a bit of an A stack off bat. 3 players towards the site. 2 on B, 0 mid control, and this is a big switch up from their mid pressure from before. And it looks like this is going to pay off, because Recon 5 has adapted by going for what looks like a straight A execute. Flashing Ben lead into ramp, they're going for some info, and it's going to work out. Saturn goes down full blind. A smoke close ramp. There's so much pressure here. Oh! Traded through the smoke. Low HP means only 1 bullet had to connect there, and now, of course, there's still 2 players left here on the A site. They light up Viz, so it's a little bit dangerous, and both players on A site get a kill. Ponolin coming in with his AK, and now it's into the 2-on-4. So this is looking pretty dangerous, but here comes the lurk. Yes, he's in a good spot. Oh, as I say that, not looking towards triple. A bit too focused on Cat, and that's going to put Slight in the 1-on-4. It's going to be tough for him to get into this. I don't see him doing anything here. Probably has to save.
Absolutely. They do have the money on Recon 5. And as weird as it is to not wanting to give up the op to the CTs, doing some economy damage would be really, really nice. So if Slight can
The money is bad. All these kills count.
Yeah, if Slight can play like a spot where you can like get a kills, but it won't be like refried, like you can't get repicked up, would be nice. So like if he's like in catwalk and gets a kill towards A, if he's in ladder and gets a kill jungle or something like that, the op can't be recovered, but if he gets traded, it's okay. So, but he's electing just it's more important just to keep the op, and that's fair enough. The loss bonus is not going to cover the price of everything he has, so it is more than okay just to save this op. We're going to let Peanuts get their 5th.
Luckily, he has $8,000 too, so not making any money this round is fine.
Yep. Absolutely.
But yeah, pretty much a shutdown. Both teams making an adaptation, and it works out for Party Knots. Nice little read. Change of pace, of course, compared to their mid-pressure. Like I was saying, and now this round they again don't have an op. Despite having 4 alive last round. Now they're going for a bit more of a standard play. DJ and ladder. They have their window player. One player trying to peek out, but again, once again committed pretty hard towards A. They're gonna phase this smoke.
Oh, look at this. They're putting a ton of pressure towards A, and George is coming right up con, potentially shoot George is right in the back, and he manages to get it too, so that's going to be the A site open for Recon 5, as George is able to pick up 1, almost a second towards mid, and it's going to allow him. It's going to allow Recon 5 to get the site really easily. It's going to be really tough to retake for Party Astronauts.
Yeah, they got that side triple plant. They don't have too much control towards, like, top con, unless Welky can get this kill, which he doesn't. On a bit of an island, but he bought some time. Party Astronauts are pushed back pretty heavily, and with that molly going... Oh, they actually have 2 more mollies and a smoke. Oh, 2 smokes, I should say. They have a lot of util to go for this. They can smoke off ramp, smoke bomb, molly palace twice in a row. As he gets 2 kills, though, and that's going to take a lot of those possibilities out of the rounds as DJ falls back. He's just got the AK. Peeking out towards Saturn with a snipe out, trying to chase, and there it is. Slight gonna get out with the op this time, but he's winning the round on top of it. So, 4 for Recon 5. A damaged economy for Party Knots. And a good opportunity.
Yeah, Recon 5 really loving this A site, and they're just fighting and then, like, rightfully slow. They keep changing up their look of how they're going towards this A site. So Party Astronauts really never have a way to consistently have a full counter against what they're doing. They've gone for, like, slow A splits. They've gone for pieces where one guy pokes and the one baits in, and it's super dynamic how they're playing, so they just can't stop it right now. But eventually, Party Astronauts is going to have to find a solution for it, and if they can't, that's on Recon 5 to at least pull some runs in for their T side, so that when they go to the CT side of their map pick, they're going to be feeling nice and comfortable.
Goes it towards CT. Ooh. Felt like Slight could have caught that jump spot, maybe. Actually, 2 players towards CT. But there's no op once again. Party Knots actually opting to buy into this. That they have the MP9, have that FAMAS, and the util is not fantastic. Moving Molly over towards ramp. Meanwhile, it's a very slow default. Wilkie finding his way into Khan slowly. That's Saturn winning a fight, and that means that Viz is not watching Khan. Triple players ready for it though. They trade back. DJ gets a kill as well. So into the 3-on-3, but he's low HP, which means Slight kills him with the Molly. And this A site is completely open. Oh, turning away, waiting for the flash, and DJ finally going down, and only Infinite on the flank, but I don't think they're ready for him to be here so quick. Desi is completely unaware, and Infinite is opting to go straight into the site. He has both players. Oh, but now he's lost Desi. He can kill the bomb, though. And this gets super awkward. Infinite doesn't know whether he wants to go for the play or not yet. Oh, and now he's been spotted. He's gonna peek out, but he misses his chance. Oh, if he just killed the bomb and went for the 1v1, you have to think that there's a big chance there. And now they called him a noob, and Infinite's telling them that they're lost. Oh boy, the trash talk in the chat off of that play. That was such a big opportunity that I think Infinite has let pass by.
Yeah, that's a big round for Party Astronauts. So compared to that they should have won that without a doubt with the position he was in. But looks like it's just not destined to go his way, and that's gonna be Recon 5 tying it up. And Ben Lee actually getting a deep pick into Palace, and then Home Alone almost getting that kill in mid, but Slight's already out mid, and he might be able to catch up it, and he does absolutely catch up Ben Lee, but he's not going to expect a second player in Palace, but looks like he's not going to be that effective as they are leaning towards his being site as the cat hit is coming up, but it's DJ by himself on his B side with the Deagle. Takes a shot and misses, so now they know where he's at, his days are numbered, and just like that, he goes down. And it's going to be Viz by himself, but he did the Palace push with Ben Lee, and he actually was undetected the whole time, so he's just going to be able to sneakily grab this AK and just back off.
Yeah, again, get out with a gun. So, there's at least that, but not much else. Gonna be a 6th round for Recon 5, looking pretty strong in this Mirage T side. So, yeah, Party Astronauts, their money's been awkward. They haven't been able to get that op onto Bone Alone for a lot of rounds now. Even a bunch of gun rounds. And he's been so impactful that I feel like that's something they want to shoot for. They should maybe, you know, not be buying as much on ecos or, you know, going for double saves if they really need to. Get everything they need. 3 lots bonus. Biz might be able to afford that. It's tough. Because he doesn't have armor. I don't know, I feel like that's a big factor. Yeah, opting for a pause.
This looks like a tech pause.
Yeah?
Coming out, I don't see...
Oh, it's true, it's the pause in chat. Yeah, it's probably a tech pause.
Yep, maybe on the DJ's time he hasn't bought anything just yet, but who knows? Maybe they just want an extended talk. Some teams will use it that way. But yeah, quick on pause. Coming out real quick, so Recon 5 taking the lead. 6-5, and they're looking really good, honestly, on this T side. Doing a really good job just playing out the map and making Party Astronauts play to play to their rhythm. So now that Party Astronauts is bought, though, and like you've been pointing out every buy round, no op on the hands of Pound Alone. He was so instrumental for getting those first few rounds for Party Astronauts. So Recon 5,
Mirage is the op playground.
Oh, absolutely. But Recon 5, they don't have they have an op on the slate as well, so he's gonna be able to find what he wants for free. But Recon 5 actually electing towards B, and they actually had this really similar game plan.
Well, Missed Molly from Infinite is big. He's the only person on B.
Yeah, but he also just spotted out Slight going for an op pick, so that's going to draw, rotate in, but that rotates way too late.
It's so slow.
As it is coming in the ladder, that's going to be Infinite going another way, and Slight's cutting off this whole rotate, but this Molly and his teammates actually going to stop him, but it's okay. Ponalone catches off one, but Bomb is going down. Oh, Loki kind of gives away a free kill on the Ponalone, and they're just trying to cross for free, but George had enough of it and puts him down. And now it's a 3-on-3. But DJ slowly coming up cap, but Desi managed to get that one. Now they know where both players are. As they go into this, George is hurt, so he really needs to play his life. But Slight's up here with an op, looking for anyone trying to creep past this smoke potentially. But Viz has barely just started to push up now. But George managed to catch that kill. Nice taps by Viz onto Desi. And that's going to put on a 2-on-1. But Bomb's too far gone now for a Bomb that's not ready for him anyway. So he's just going to leave with an AK. And that's another round of Recon 5. And weirdly enough, we saw the same exact game plan on Recon 5 against Third Impact, where they really just hammered out like a certain play, and then they quickly went towards this B site. And when they went towards that B site, it actually got shut down. But this time around, it didn't. It caught Infinite by himself on an island, knowing that the CTs were probably leaning towards mid and A, because that's been their weaker point in this half. So another example of Recon 5 just forcing Party Astronauts to play to their rhythm and play their game. And now if you're Party Astronauts, you really just need to find a way to force the issue on your end so you can play your own game.
Absolutely. I think we saw the exact same thing happen where we were talking about the other game, where they just kept going A and mid. And then, yeah, the one place they haven't pressured, the B side, is where Infinite's left all alone and gets taken out. And actually going for a push this time, fantastic shot onto Slight. Is going to take out that op. He's going to get traded back as he goes for a mid play. A little bit solo, but there was a flash for him, and now George going to get a double opener. And he's actually going to scale up Cat to try and take advantage of his Cat kill. Taking all the spaces, his teammates are getting ready to come up Cat, and now the two Deagles here are going to trade one back. Oh, Infinite actually going to get two. Connecting onto a head, that's 3 for him in the round. Absolutely fantastic defense. Ben is smoked off. Teammate is left alone on the site. That's Ponalone going down, and now all he has is the scout. Saturn on half HP means he could go down in one shot, but oh, this lurk is crazy. Oh, if he just hit that shot, it could have been close, but yeah, fantastic play out of Infinite. Is not going to help them convert a round. It's going to be 8 for Recon 5, and they're looking fantastic here. Finally getting an op. Make it 2, actually. So Party Knots has 2 ops. Nice shot, Ugly Kid out of Slight. No response. No response. Infinite is full focus.
Yeah, like you're saying, that this is the first time they're actually going to have some ops in a very, very long time. They actually have 2 of them, like you said. And just like that, they're putting Ponalone right into the action, holding right into his ramp position. He's coming at it as we speak, and he does. So he's going to have a free kill on the Desi, and he's just going to back off because of it, and he's really happy with that.
There's the op like we're talking about. It does get traded back pretty quickly here as Wookie comes out, unable to get the second kill onto Under. Now, Slight is going to get a kill from Palace onto Viz, but he's going to get shot up the ladder. Ben, gets traded back by a great flick from Saturn, and now we're into the 2-on-2. It slows down a little bit. The bomb is down. Saturn opting to peek from default, and he goes down. So George, last alive, was doing the fake towards mid, and he is the lurk. Now gets taken out by Infinite. The double op is going to work out for them. And so, 8-6. I think the openings absolutely worked. I think the op is the way to go. Get that back in opponent's hand.
Absolutely, but it's already really late into this half, and you're going to the last round of the half. And Viz is going to be able to get a rifle. Infinite always has that secondary op, but Recon 5, Viz has 1 round to adapt into this 2 ops that they did manage to see because of Infinite getting that last kill. Actually, Party Astronauts electing to not go into that double op this time around, and Infinite on a rifle, so maybe they have a pretty good play that Recon 5 is going to adapt to that double op. They're going to go otherwise, but they actually have 4 players towards this B side at this moment. And with Ben Lee pushing lower, he's actually going to do it, but George should hear him exiting behind him.
That looks like a bit of an oversight. Okay, Ben is actually going to get 2 kills from Under. Meanwhile, Infinite gets 1 through the apps.
Yeah, look where
Yeah,
George
this
is.
B stack into the aggression has worked fantastically. Yeah, George and Khan being pretty sneaky. Oh, he is going to get a kill, trading Ben back. And now there's a lot of space towards A. We have Viz, the only player, towards the site, towards CT.
But no bomb.
Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely true. That's so awkward.
It's so awkward when you make all this work. You somehow to get inches, and then you finally realize, wait, I don't have bomb, and you have to give up all that room. But like you said before, they actually have a lot of room right now, and they're basically saying fuck the bomb. 50 seconds left. They have to go and grab that basically like now if they want any chance to do it. And they realize they have all this freedom, but Conan Alone's actually going to be able to catch off Saturn peeking into there. And that's going to be George by himself towards mid. And they know he was towards this mid position when he killed off Ben Lee coming back from the center half position. So he's going to grab bomb. There's barely going to be 30 seconds left. So he's kind of going to be forced towards this B area into the guns of Infinite. And Infinite has still has full util. So if he drops the smoke right now, that thing's going to be dissipating at barely even like 5 seconds. So it's going to be over, but Infinite's electing just to keep his gun on instead because he doesn't want to get timing, but he should be getting this audio cues very shortly, but Infinite's in such a good spot to basically not give up anything, and he absolutely plays that perfectly as we go into the next half.
Yeah, there was, the Op getting some nice kills, once again. Op Advocate over here, and so, they pull off the last 2 rounds, make it 8-7. Go into our next pistol. Recon 5 still with the lead coming into their CT side. Of course, this is their map pick. They're down 1-0 the series, but looking poised to take this one. On this B side, Conan Alone is going to have lots of opportunities to use that op once again and find some openers. On this pistol, looks like they have a pretty solid plan as well. Both teams with a nade set. I like to see the dualies once again on Saturn, but it's towards B, and that's not where the sight hit is coming out. So George with the opener as they burst out the ramp. There's the palace play from Pone, but it's not going to catch George as he falls back, gets a second. And the third. Whoa, Ben getting 2 and Viz getting 1. What's going to flip this round? Ben advantage for Party Knots. As it slows down, one towards Con, one towards CT, and now Wilkie gets taken down really quick, and it is the dualies left last alive, using the bomb to try and peek out. There's only 2 players left that he has to fight, but there it is. DJ getting the drive-by with the P250 means that it's 8-8, tie game. Economy advantage to Party Knots as they buy up some AKs, some Max. Just a couple deagles as Recon 5 decides to force.
Slow play coming out right now. He'd actually have a Saturn putting out with the deagle, but no crazy plays out of Recon 5. They do have a couple deagles. Usually they save them around like this, but this time around they're electing to just go for the full force. A scout looked like it was dropped over to Slight, so he can get that scout and then drop a deagle. So that's going to leave him enough money to buy an op if they so happen to lose this round.
Yeah. Are opting go for that. Meanwhile, whoa, look at the push from George. He goes all the way in T-spawn. If he wraps mid, he could even see the bomb. Oh, he could even catch this TV player off guard. He's gonna hear the footsteps. He's gonna hear that player going towards mid. So much info. But unfortunately, they don't know where it's gonna end. Desi looking into Con. Oh, that Palace Molly, that has to signal something. Saturn starting to rotate towards A, and now the mid flank is a bit too late, although if he comes through Con on this timing, they not be ready for it that early. Doubt shot comes through, and it looks like Viz isn't ready for the push because of the spam, but oh, he's going to turn just in time, going down to 1 HP. And now as they push into CT, it's going to be a bit of a slaughter here. Yeah, Saturn with the deagle is going to take out a jumping DJ. But quickly traded into the 1-on-3. Not too much the side can do here.
Yep, Slate does want to get away with this scout, or at least maybe find a kill or 2 with it, because, like I said before, he got dropped that scout, and then he dropped the deagle over. So instead of spending the $1,400 for the scout, or $1,700 for the scout, he just dropped 7. So it's having a few extra bucks in his pocket. So when he does eventually get an op going, eventually go into the next round, he's going to have plenty enough money for that up. And Slight, so far this series, have looked very good. It's night and day comparatively to the Mirage he had on against Third Impact to now. So if you're able to get one into his hands right away, you can get this half rolling. Very counterintuitive to what Party Knots kind of had, where they were barely able to get up on opponent alone, except for the first couple rounds, and then the last two. So if they don't want to make that same mistake. You do have Deagles coming out. You do have Slight up here pushed with the Zeus, and maybe being able to catch off Infinite if Infinite takes this the wrong way, but the piece on lean towards him. Yeah, it's going to be Saturn by himself on this B site. They do have this stairs crossfire with Wilkie and Desi, so if they do choose to split up those disconnected position, it's going to get kind of deadly, and George is actually coming here to join them. So Con right now is seemed like a bit of a death hole as they just take their time, but Smoke top content, I think otherwise, but Pona Alone's actually in there by himself, and he's actually going to get one before getting taken down, and Viz doubles up to make sure his death goes in that vein. So it's going to be Saturn here with a Deagle since the beginning, but Infinite just spots out his shoulder, and he takes that completely. So that's going to be Party Astronauts putting a 10th on the board. Recon 5 going into the first roll by. They're going to have all the bells and whistles ready to go for them. They've managed their economy extremely well. And I'm pretty sure I saw a secondary op buy come out of them. Yep, and George just dropped one over to Desi. So George is taking that little hit on the util, just having one flash. But Desi now with this up. So let's see if Party Astronauts expect this double up right off the bat.
Yeah, Ponalone does have the op himself. We'll see if the duel happens. Ben, along with Viz, 2 players towards mid here. Pretty slow default.
No one towards mid for Recon 5, so you might be able to
actually doing something super similar to when Party Astronauts stacked towards the A site, where they have an op posted up, not quite close ramp, but 3 towards A, 2 towards B, 0 mid control. Meanwhile, that is gonna let 2 players lurk through this smoke into stairs. Meanwhile, DJ's coming out of Palace, and there's just too many spots to watch. They haven't committed to their play. That's George getting caught in the open, but now Saturn gets one. He's not ready for the con play. And so, that's a full A site secure man advantage for Party Knots. It's looking really scary for Recon 5. They just invested into this double op, and they could get their economy reset right away. It's not going to pay off at all. The ops have not gotten their chances.
Yeah, you just might want to save here. You do have 2 ops, and you have a rifle. So, like, even if you just save this round, you'll have a good chance. You would be saving already going to the next round. So, at least now you still have a chance with it. Especially with 2 ops. Like, you can definitely make a play happen. One guy jump out mid towards Con, push for it. One guy can go pick the apps. You could definitely make something happen.
Yeah, this is good to save here. Saving 3 is always way to go, because you can always buy those last 2 players. Once you have 2 people alive, it's hard to buy for the 3 other players, but yeah, getting these ops out is good. Should have enough for the next, so playing it nice and safe. And it's pretty close here. Oh, they're not covering properly. Oh, now Slight's gonna go down 2. That's devastating.
That's both the ops. Not even one rifle, one op. That's both the ops.
And Infinite saying, save, boys. Talking trash to him as both ops go down. Yeah, Party Astronauts absolutely knows what they've done there. That's gotta feel bad. Yeah, losing all of the money, everything they were trying to save there because of a bad setup in apps, and so they're just forced onto some pistols. Not investing too much. We have like 2,600 on George, 2,950 on Wilkie, 3,000 on Slight. So they're definitely still trying to get these ops. They're not buying down too much on these ecos. Investing just enough, which I think is really like proper economy management out of Recon 5. So good on them. In the meantime, we just have an A set piece going into 2 of these players towards the A side. All they have is a pistol. As I say that though, Desi gets 2. Slight's gonna go down right away. Desi's finally gonna go down, so we're into the 3-on-3. It's better than nothing, and now that M4 actually had a chance getting the dink on Phone alone. And that's gonna let these 2 ramp players. Okay, it is gonna be expected, yeah. Edge on the smoke is actually gonna help Infinite so much there. If it was fully covered, he probably wouldn't have been nearly as ready for that, and so they are gonna clean it up. There were some chances there. Not gonna come through, so 12 to 8. Having the op to Pona alone. Double up once again for Recon 5, so they believe in this. This is their setup. They've afforded it once again.
Yeah, to be fair, they haven't had a proper chance to show it. They barely
Yeah.
had. They both lost barely had a chance into the round before to do anything. So, if you don't know if it doesn't work and you believed in it exactly, just do it again, and we'll see what happens. This time around, they do have Slight actually towards mid with this op looking right through, trying to see if he can do, but he gets smoked out window, so he's instantly going to be isolated. But George out from underpass is going to see what he can find. But he's actually not seeing anything. He's playing a very dangerous game behind here mid, and especially the DJ's actually coming up mid right now. George needs to get back into counter pack right now. He might just get out, but he catches a really good time. But Bork gets off Slight. Ponalon gets off Slight, who rotated the catwalk. So that's one of the ops already gone. And that is the primary op. So they might not expect Desi, but George a little bit too overcommitted to that con spot. Now going to be taken down again. This is a 5v3, and there's still a minute left on this clock.
Yeah, only player towards A, which is the site they're opting to go to through con here. That's Desi falling back with that other op, and now Wilkie's gone down as well. It's a done deal. Unless Saturn makes some sort of hero play. No, he's smoked off in con. There's nothing they can do. Completely shut out. They're forced to save. This is super rough. Yeah, going for some risky chances when I don't think that should be the game plan. Like, their first round didn't work out. I feel like they should play it standard, play it safe with this double op. But taking too many risks means that it just falls apart once again, and the economy's bad for them. They're gonna get reset. Oh my goodness, Viz. It's brutal now. Body spamming. All the works. Another eco. It's gonna be 14 for Party Astronauts. Last chance saloon on the next gun round for Recon 5.
Yeah, not much really to say about it. Recon 5 now 2 chance those double ops and just not much effectiveness coming out of them right away, so.
One difference we saw on the double op play where they stacked up towards A. Onalon was playing close ramp and was able to get an opener. Meanwhile, on the double op, we've had Desi kind of sitting really passive towards CT. So if we want to talk about, oppers not having as much impact as they should, maybe that's something we should highlight. But Desi with a really nice deagle. Saturn getting another one as well, and oh, it's Infinite, not too ready for the USP here, so into the 2-on-2, this could get really dangerous. That's an AK picked up. The bomb just now getting a secured top mid. A lot of time to play with as well. This could be the chance that Recon 5 needs.
Yeah, it absolutely could be, but looks like the right read is coming out from Party Astronauts to come towards B site, but Saturn's actually looking right at it. But he looks away right at that moment to go to tap, and they're actually leaning towards A at this moment, but the molly comes up right in time for Saturn to still be in a good spot. He sees Pwn alone, so he's going to tag him down. Only the 83, though. But that's going to be the info enough for Slight to rotate through the catwalk with this AK. He does have no armor, though, so he has to make sure he finds those shots very, very nicely. But Saturn, nice jiggle to bait out DJ, knowing where they're both at now, knowing plant there. But Spawn alone getting one better of Slight, and now it's all down to Saturn. Saturn biding his time, waiting to get on the angle, but does manage to peek, find something. But he gets one nice shot, but not enough. Spawn alone too swift on it. Hat trick for him on the round, and that's going to be 14 for Party Knots. And yeah, I think that was Recon. I would like to say it's the closest round Recon's kind of had in one of these full buy rounds, and it wasn't even a full buy. And yet again, they're back into these double op setups. Like, at this point, you have to think like this. They actually have a triple op setup with Wilkie on it now. So when in doubt, bust more out. Like, that's all you can really do. So how are they going to play these ops? They have instantly 2 of them. One of them out mid. They have a bunch towards mid right now. Yeah, but Desi quickly with his op catch, and Slight on his own catching another, and that's gonna be it. Then you have Wilkie here with his op on B, might be able to catch up Viz, trying to put a lot of presence through. But good spot and a nice little pre-fire coming through for him, and now they just realize what they have 3 ops, and Desi is out mid on his own. They kind of have an idea that DJ is in this position. Wilkie's looking right at it. Now he's going down. Now it's all down to Infinite.
This was such a weird round. There was 2 kills towards mid. I'm pretty sure Slight just randomly shot through, yeah, Viz typing exclamation op in the chat. Like, they realized it's the triple op, and they're kind of wondering what's going on, but there's some random shots through smoke with the op, and then the lurks were working out. One of the players going aggressive out mid died. Palace lurk, traded one back. And then there was, like, a player deep in jungle and a player out A site, and the bomb was down in T-spawn outside TV room. That was just such a weird round, even on top of the triple op. So back into this round, they're continuing with that setup, of course. They're fully invested. And we'll see if it works out for them once again as we head into 14-9. Of course, they can afford to lose one more. But if they lose it now, it's going to be onto a broken economy once again. It's a very slow round out of both teams so far. Looks like maybe an A set piece, but the bomb is towards B. This could be some sort of fake play. Here comes the triple smoke. Ollie into sandwich. Ponalone's going for a play. He's going to hit a shot towards triple, and now they're triple committing. It's a matchmaking strat. They're putting the bomb towards B, and Wilkie on plat, not expecting that play to come out, is going to get taken down, and the bomb now is rotating back because he's solo, but George and Palace, they're not expecting him, and it's into the 2-on-2 as he sprays both of them down. One player towards ramp, and DJ scrambling with his bomb, deciding whether he wants to go B or towards A, but he is going to come towards ramp. They know they traded out that Palace player, so DJ's feeling pretty safe to have his knife out here, meeting up with his teammate. And now this is where it gets tough because they could be anywhere now from the CT's perspective. Saturn has to look for this info, but that means he's going to be on the flank sometime soon. So if Desi can just stay alive and buy his time, that'll be pretty big for them. So the bomb possession working towards the site. He's near util to block off jungle, planting in the smoke. And he's actually going to get on top of it. Oh. Desi.
Saturn's on that flank again. Oh!
Saturn's flank. Yeah, he's gonna get the dink off, but he can't quite get the kill. And so it's Desi Cam in the 1-on-2. Towards ramp. There's the low HP player, but off of the scope, that's gonna be Ben peeking. It's not gonna work out for him. And I think he knows. He absolutely knows that Ben is low, but oh, DJ, yeah. Peeking out, and he's gonna get the kill. Low HP, just opting to wide swing because he knows that that op has shot. There's his chance. An extremely close round is gonna leave Party Knots on 15. Match point. Money's awkward, but they are going to be able to get an op on Wilkie. Wow.
Yeah, that's a round I feel like should have gone Recon 5's way. Desi missed a shot on the top default. Saturn kind of whiffed that kill on the ramp flank, and then Desi's kind of jumping around that 1v1 kind of makes that a pretty poorly played round towards the very later stages of it, but all you can do is keep moving on as Recon 5's on 9, so they have to win about 6 more here to bring the Cess to overtime alone. And that's going to be super hard to do, but George wants to make it a statement, and so does Wilkie, as they both get one apiece. Ponalone's wanted to creep out, but missed shot by him allows Desi to get that kill. And that's going to put him onto a 5v2, and as much as I would like to say that Recon 5, there should be a 10th of them, we've seen them lose rounds like this before.
Yep. They played it pretty well in this one. Did a nice change of pace, aggressive towards A. Guess them the openers, and Wilkie on the op, I feel like we haven't seen that yet. But he is going to get a kill through bricks there. And so they picked up another op, actually. So they love having multiple ops. And if they actually win this round... Actually, no, I shouldn't talk about the money. Winning with 5 doesn't matter anymore. It's 15. They just have to scrape it out with their lives. But either way, they do get out with 5 alive. At least going to help them to make sure that if they die in the next rounds, they can rebuy with all the stuff that they need. 3 AKs and 2 ops. Yeah, they're going to trade the op back over to Slight. And so this could actually start going the way of Recon 5. If they hold on to these guns, they have absolutely everything they need. There's definitely a possibility. There's a possibility here. Ooh, changing pace out of Party Astronauts. They're going for a quick up cat. Yeah, it's going to be maybe a bit of a B split as 2 players get up here. There's only one going through apps. Saturn taking a bit of damage, but Wilkie's going to get an opener from Van there. DJ pushing up. Oh, they're going to trade 2 back into the 3-on-3, and now Slight gets 1, but DJ's ready for him as well. So again, we have another 2-on-2. Post plant. Wow, Desi, I should say. Running through the molly and market. Of course, he was spotted crossing, and now DJ's lurk. We're just ready for it, and yeah, he's going to hit the double dinker. Actually, that's just the AK. Absolutely singing with a 1-shot headshot. So Ponalone, not on the op this time. There's the lurk smoke from Desi, but that's going to give Ponalone actually a lot of room to move up. He's going to hit the swift headshot. Desi's now last alive. Ponalone knows where he is, hearing the footsteps, trying to spam through the smoke. Ponalone playing around this pillar absolutely fantastically. Shoots Desi in the back, and that is going to be the win. Party Astronauts 2-0, taking the map pick of Recon 5, and the series is done as they move on to the grand finals of the Mythic Summer Cup.
Indeed, they do. And with that, that will conclude our coverage of Mythic Summer Series 2021 Cup number 2. It was a pleasure for them letting us have here and cast these games. We had a great 2 games today. We had Recon 5 versus Third Impact, and they won that game 2-1. And then obviously they tried to put up a shout here against Party Astronauts and did not go their way. Party Astronauts now take it 2-0. And with that, that's going to be it from us. If you like the channel, please feel free to follow us. We try to come here for every cup. We also try to cast some league games when we can. We do this on our free time, so it was a pleasure if you guys can drop a follow. If you want to follow us individually, you can follow at Do It in League. Keep up with the channel. But if you want to follow me or Tawa, you can follow me at Plokadot. Or you can follow Tawa at Tawa ALX. Yeah, anything else to say, Tawa?
No, absolutely fantastic. We had some good games today, but other than that, yeah, we're signing off. Have a nice night, and thanks for watching.